Your husband, your daughter or son, your neighbor. Chances are you know and love someone who's living with mental illness, and you'd probably do and give anything to help them. You're certainly not alone. 44 million American adults have some form of mental illness, but not even half received treatment in the past year. Tonight, a look at how hearts and minds are coming together in Hamilton County, all to give people who've had to battle themselves a second chance. People like Chelsea.
I have severe PTSD, bipolar disorder, severe anxiety. You get really overwhelmed with the easiest tasks, and the anxiety part is just, it can be crippling.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for this special edition of 9 on Your Side at 7. I'm Kristen Hartman. In the broadest of brush strokes, when this country started to shut down mental health facilities in the early 1980s, options diminished. The Hamilton County Mental Health Board says Ohio had 19 state psychiatric hospitals in 1980. It now has 6. As those facilities became fewer, members of the board tell us an increasing number of people with mental disabilities ended up in jail and prisons. It is one reason Hamilton County started a mental health court to intercept men and women whose nonviolent felony charges might be the result of mental illness. The work to find those people happens in court, and it happens in jail, where this story starts. Have you ever wondered what drives the jail population? To simply say crime is too basic of an answer. Mental illness is a reason a lot of people are behind bars.
They use a substance to either make the voices go away, to balance their mood, to figure out how to do life. And it's not their choice per se, but it's what they've gotten used to.
And it becomes repetitive. For the mental health inmate, the pattern might be this: use, get caught, come here to jail, get on meds, get out of jail, use again, get caught, and come back to jail over and over again, to the point it's a revolving door.
You'd see what we call the frequent flyers come in and out of the system, and they were obviously mentally ill.
On a day in November, we took a look at the Hamilton County Jail's numbers. Patients on mental health medication, 383 of the 1659 you have in your population.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that pretty typical?
It is. We average right around 400.
That's a high number.
A very high number, but I think it actually reflects what's going on out in the community. Let's face it, our Justice Center has become one of the largest mental health facilities in Hamilton County.
And it costs $71 a day to keep an inmate behind bars. That does not include the expense of mental health treatment, which the county's indigent care levy covers.
Many times incarceration in prison is not the answer, but treatment is.
We followed Brooke Lipscomb and Gary Uradovac, 2 players on the mental health court team, as they made jail rounds, looking to recruit inmates who might qualify for the outpatient program.
How are you doing with all your medication?
While we watched, they spoke with a woman who worked with them for about a year, but who had a setback.
And she's here restarting the program. Yeah, because we don't give up. Her being here has kind of given us time to regroup, come up with a better treatment plan for her. I was taught by my supervisor, very, very smart man, that substance abuse and mental health are cousins. They live on the same street. And you can't fix one without fixing the other.
Human repair is the name of the game, and she wasn't their only case on the inside that day. Another came as a surprise. Brooke spotted one of the people on her docket in the jail population. They'd been looking for him since he missed a court appearance.
I told you last week, if you walked away, can I see him? He's mine. Dude.
She asked him what happened. How did he end up back in jail? At the same time, she reassured him.
It's okay, just calm down. It's cool. It's cool.
She knows there's power to provoke change in her words.
I'm glad I saw you today. I'm sad that I saw you here, but I'm glad I know where you are and that you're safe, okay? You okay? Yeah. Put in your slip. Make sure you get started on your meds.
And in a moment of tenderness.
Mental health court is a hug from a family that's not your own. If you're that one person that they trust when they're in the dark, far be it for me to not help them see the light. So we'll re-engage with him here and get him on the docket as soon as we can.
Okay, so does he have to start back at square one?
No, our judges are so forgiving. They understand that relapse is a part of recovery.
Mental illness and addiction can go hand in hand. Of the 20 million adults in the United States who had substance use disorder in 2016, a full 50% had a co-occurring mental illness. As we've mentioned, self-medicating with drugs or alcohol can land people in the justice system. If you're wondering how mental health court actually helps them, we have a look behind the curtain after the break.